Hello and welcome back to YorkshireLand, the remake. I'm RickboBaggins and this is episode 40, another detailing episode. So the last two episodes we focused on getting plastic over to this goods factory, and that was using the first bit of oil that we struck in YorkshireLand. Yeah, a few years back we struck oil, so we are utilising that. We managed to get that to be refined and then over to the plastics factory. We got that plastic over to the goods factory. Now previously we was already shipping trash, or getting rid of our trash out of Leeds and a few other places, and turning that into steel and then bringing that over to the goods factory. Now it wasn't doing anything. Now what we did do is we moved this goods factory from a little bit over yonder and we brought it closer to the shipyard, this little place where we collect our steel. Now that will also be picking up the goods when it's finished and taking that back to Leeds. So today's episode is all about getting this all detailed. So if you have missed them two episodes, don't forget to go back and check out the logistics side of things. But today it's all about making things look pretty and making things look functional and realistic-ish. So yeah, we putting some rocks here because we're trying to get rid of that little horrible glitchy bit there. Build anywhere works a treat. So what this is basically going to do is act as a little bit of a barrier defence for the track, because obviously we don't want any wear and tear from the shoreline. And I think it looks pretty decent as well. Although you'll notice later on in the episode, half of it disappears. I think we've got some rock thief. Yeah, we need to figure that out. We do put a fence up later on. Yeah, clearly the fence isn't secure enough because half these rocks have just disappeared. Well, you'll see that later on in the episode. And it's clearly a glitch and not a thief, but you know, I wanted to give some sort of rational reason rather than they just disappeared. So yeah, we have steel getting dropped off and plastics getting dropped off by the train. And what we should be doing is getting some goods collected by the ship to take back to Leeds. Here's this fence. Tried to choose the same fence or as similar fence as I could as the existing building, just to try and make it look all one unit rather than separate. And yeah, we've got these extra buildings because yeah, we're expanding. It's getting very busy at the goods factory. We are only in 1934, so you know, time will go on and more things will come out, and I'm sure it'll expand even more and we'll get some more things in, like forklifts and stuff like that. But at the moment, you know, they don't exist, so can't be putting stuff in that doesn't exist, can we? And you know, people need to get to work. We need to park somewhere. Yeah, it looks like car park in the middle, but no, that's a storage area. So yeah, we decided this little bit of area here could be done for cars to parking, because well, what else are we going to do with this? I hope you've been enjoying these episodes. Just me randomly talking. I haven't made a script. I probably should do, but I feel more robotic, and that only takes so much longer doing. So yeah, some random cars for the era, I think. Yeah, that should be enough. Again, as time goes on, you know, them cars will upgrade and we'll probably get more cars parking there. We might even get an official car park somewhere. Official? Is that not official? Well, it's just, I mean, like concrete and, you know, like markings, light posts, lamp posts, and all that jazz. Right, well, we need to get a little bit of clutter. And yeah, we're using the bit of gravel to like represent a path. We got a proper like road, and then obviously little gravel paths, as it were. Now, what these things I like about these is they bring population, so residents, but not just walking, but via car as well. But you do need a road, and unfortunately they don't have the little invisible roads, which would be lovely. So whoever modded these games, or if anyone knows how to mod games, mod existing mods, knows how to change that into an invisible, because I've got a mod which does invisible roads, which is much nicer to detail with, but unfortunately, yeah, it looks horrible with just half of it being proper road and then the rest of it being invisible. Can't quite get the blending right, so yeah, we just go with the normal country road. As you can see, it is a little bit tricky, but we persist and we get there in the end. Now we need to get this smoothing tool out because it's a bit hilly now. So, is there anything you want me to, you've spotted that needs detailing and you want to see an episode? Let me know in the comments. Anything else you think should be added to this? Any mods you know? Like, oh, you use this mod, it's your favourite mod and you've not seen me use it? Yeah, let me know. And then, obviously, other people that are watching it can also find out. So maybe we do like a top 10 mod list. Yeah, maybe that's an idea for future. That takes a lot more planning though than me just detailing while I'm watching a bit of TV and hitting record, and then me watching the video after doing it, editing a bit, and yeah, just chatting while it's playing. So getting a few people added as well as some clutter, and this does try and, you know, liven things up a little bit, makes things look a little bit more busy and not just a dead area. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Get a bit more clutter down. You'll have a little bit of a cab ride at the end and some cinematics. You get some bird's eye view, just how it's all come together. Oh yeah, we stick a bus stop in as well, because, you know, we need people to get to work and not everyone owns a car, you know, and yeah, we can't be stopping them from getting to work. So we put a little bus route in, and that also again gives a little bit more of a mixture of traffic and yeah, just liven things up, as it were. Well, I'll let you enjoy the rest of the episode. I'm sure you've had enough of my voice for one episode, and I'll see you in the next one. What are we doing in the next one? That's a good question. Well, we need to get more steel coming in here. Probably do a bit of upgrades of some vehicles and whatnot. We might do a little bit of detailing. It's a bit of a maintenance, yeah, a bit of a maintenance episode I think we need, just to improve some of our existing lines, because they've been neglected a little bit. We're just adding more stuff. We need to remember to, you know, keep upgrading and make sure that they are meeting demands as populations are increasing. I think we're nearly up to 1,500 people in Leeds. Well, let's get it, make sure we exceed that limit for the next episode. Yeah, there you go, that's what we're doing. Well, see you there. As always, guys, thanks for watching and happy gaming. And don't forget to like and subscribe and all that jazz if you've not already done so.